So it's October of 1984. Next month, in November, we have Space Command going out the door. It has 32 followers, which is a little bit concerning, and it definitely makes me think that the publisher that we've chosen to do the marketing and printing of Space Command is letting us down a little bit. That has me, well, it's doing me a concern, is what we're going to say about Space Command. In exactly a year, we are looking at releasing Reverb MIDI, which is a sequel to our first piece of software. It's an audio tool. It's a sequel to Reverb. And the hope is that the added MIDI supports and a little bit of experience we have with audio tools is going to make us a fair bit of money, because the first one made us some money. It's just that we haven't been making money in quite a while now because, well, basically we haven't made anything. We haven't done any contracts. We've just kind of been chugging along, spending the money that we made from Reverb to make other things. So yeah, we're heading for bankruptcy if we don't absolutely knock it out of the park with Space Command. So let's release it and let's see how it does. I really have no idea. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, wait, Nerdrasoft failed them. Wait. No. Did I forget to select marketing on the publishing? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, did I forget to select? Oh no. Wait. Is marketing handled by me? It is published, right? Can I look at the publisher deal? Can I? I don't remember. Oh no. Oh no, I genuinely don't know if I actually don't know if I selected. Oh no. Oh no. I don't remember what I selected on that one. Okay. It's good. It's inspiring. It's better than Reverb. I don't know if we want to market this because you have no marketing options available. Okay, that's good. It's okay. So we do have marketing for it, right? So how did Nerdrasoft fail? Oh boy. Okay. Right. Let's update it immediately. That seems like a good idea. Actually, have Core Team 2 do it. We'll bring the audio up to date. We'll bring the 2D up to date. We'll bring the systems up to date. In terms of tech levels, we're a little bit limited in what we can do with that. So we'll use Inkshop 4, which, sure. Audio tool, same thing. We'll use this one, a little bit older, but sure. Less than a year to do this. That seems fine. There's no bugs. That's also good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to put the core team on it just to see if we can get that done quickly today as a day one patch. Maybe it might actually get done today as a day one patch once we have core team 2 come in to work on that as well. Now, I don't want to make a sequel. I do want to make an expansion pack though. So, I don't know what we're going to call it currently. I've got no idea. The teams will be core team 2. I think just for the sake of keeping things nice and simple. We'll do some sprites, so we'll improve the graphics a little bit of wasted interest on this one though, so people aren't too concerned about the graphics. The audio has some good expected interest though, so that's something people care about. 80%, that seems fantastic. We'll give them 10 hours of new story. That'll keep them happy. We'll make sure it's just core 2, and then I guess for music, maybe not music. What about gameplay? We'll give them a little bit more gameplay. So 94%, 8% wasted. That seems fine. Less than a year to do it should be all right. That seems fine. $20. I want to make it 15. Actually, you know what? We'll do $19.99. Under $20. And then the name of the pack will be, it's Space Command. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, man. I really, so it's new story and it's new gameplay. So we'll call it the solar expansion. So it's like, I don't know, maybe Space Command was set in a different galaxy and then the solar expansion gives you like a 10-hour story in like our solar system. So I don't know. Maybe it tells the story of why we're in another galaxy or something like that. I've really got no idea, but sure, we'll start developing that. And here's hoping for the best, I guess. That's kind of where we're at. Does Space Command have any potential customers? That's probably something we should be aware of. 2.9 million is pretty solid. So that's good. That's what we want. We can port it to some other systems as well for some more active users though. 800,000 right there is pretty good as well. So let's get that going. And you know what? Let's see how this goes. So let me bring Reverb MIDI down in terms of priority, because I would really like this update to go out, which I don't think it's going to today, which is really unfortunate. Bring everything else down in terms of priority as well, just to get the Space Command update out the door. I am curious though. $98,000 is going to go to please make a profit. 136. Okay. That's not great. That's really not great. That's really unfortunate, actually. Okay. Oh no. Was really hoping it would do so much better than that. I was really hoping it would do so much better than that. Okay. That puts us in a really, really tricky spot now, is what that does. I need the update to be done. I'm not as worried about the bugs. I want the update itself to be finished so that I can at least, you know, bring this thing up to a better standard or whatever might be going on. It's taken forever. There we go. So finish that update. The expansion needs to be a bit of a priority. They can't keep up with support. New software and furniture has unlocked. What have we got? 3D editor and medium server. Ooh, if only I could make a 3D editor. That would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. Burgers. Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit, look, I didn't have breakfast today, okay? Look, I'm 31 years old, man. Should be able to say the word burglar. All right, follow them. What are they doing? I love it. What is that? Sims 1. That is 100% Sims 1. Amazing. Okay, so what is he stealing? Everything. Oh my God. Do we not have any? He actually stole the clocks off the walls. Are you kidding me? 16 items. That's a lot. It's expensive to replace it, but you know what that teaches me? We might need a little bit of security in here. So some kind of, wait, I don't think security, we would need a security guy, wouldn't we? Yeah, it needs a surveillance desk to become usable. So basically, yeah, there's nothing I can do. It's really unfortunate. Okay. Fine, we got robbed. That's all right. We'll manage. I'd really like this expansion to be done. I don't think it's going to happen though. So Reverb MIDI is going to take a top priority again. Space Command getting ported to other operating systems is going to take some time. I'm going to say Core 2 is going to work on the port. The expansion is also going to be Core 2 only, so that's fine. Reverb MIDI is really, really suffering, actually. And I think it is because of the because of Space Command, unfortunately. So we're gonna move this into development and try and get this thing done as quick as we can. It doesn't have any. Oh, I have to market it myself. That's really unfortunate as well. We don't have any marketers. We don't have anyone that can market this. Sure. We're gonna push it out in August. That'll be fine. It's got 224 followers, which is all right, I guess. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Is what we're gonna have to do. Hopefully we can get that done. Hopefully Reverb MIDI can get done. I think I have officially bitten off more than we can chew here, but I also don't think we're at a point where we can necessarily. We can expand the company. We can get more people, but they're not going to be happy. At least my leaders aren't going to be happy. So I think we're just going to bank on the expansion here. We'll just have them go all in on it, since that seems fair enough. And I think Core 2 can work on support for Space Command there. Reverb is suffering. My reputation is probably suffering as well, but it just is what it is. The core team, I think I'm going to take them off of Space Command support, because I kind of just need them working on Reverb MIDI, which is going to be the top priority right there. So here's hoping for the best on that particular front. I think that's kind of all we really need to care about is Reverb MIDI. I would lower the priority in this expansion, but it's good time. Actually, we'll bring that down to a 5 so the Reverb MIDI can at least get to like 75%. That's where it needs to be. We have got 19,000-ish active users for Space Command though, which is amazing news. So it is making money, which is great. I'm not as stressed about making money now, which is nice. It's a nice place to be. So that's great. And you know what? This expansion, promote it. Let's just have it in beta for now. I don't have any printers. I can order copies. I think we'll hold off for now is what we'll do. We'll hold off on that one and just hope for the best on the expansion for Space Command. I'm really hoping it gets into a good place. I'm really hoping Reverb MIDI gets into a good place as well. A lot of queued support tickets in here too. A lot of updates needed. A room needing cleaned as well. Let's bring in everybody as per usual to get this all cleaned up a little bit, so that it's all nice and tidy and everyone's a bit happier to go to work. That's a lot of tickets. It is still getting new users though. So Space Command is still selling, which is great news. Let's put the core team back on that just to deal with those tickets because they are really starting to pile up a little bit there. And then I think as soon as the solar expansion goes out, which all things considered, I might just send it out this month. I might just move the release date forward to right now. I don't know if that's a good idea. Please pick a future date. Okay, so May, it'll go in June. It's gonna go out 2 months earlier. Pushing it back can make people start unfollowing, and it will be harder to push it back later if you move it up. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna push it out next month instead of August. It's as done as it's gonna be. I need to refocus my teams. That's where we're at. We need people focused in and doing some different things. We need an update for Space Command. I need Space Command to be ported to some new systems as well. So we'll hope for the best. 25,000 active users on Space Command as well. Let's release this. It is actually pretty good, which is fantastic. Marketing is going to be $5,000. That's really nothing, but it's what we can do. Order copies. We've got 25,000 active users. Let's do 5,000 copies. So $10,000. It's a fair chunk of change, but should be all right. Let's have core team 2 start working on the port when they get a chance to do that. Marketing is taking up some time from my core team, but it's now done, which is great. I suppose August, August is when Reverb MIDI is going to have to go into beta. Oh boy. We're in a rough spot with that one. I'm hoping that the MIDI support is enough to get us into a good spot with Reverb MIDI, but I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like by this point in most of my Software Inc. playthroughs, I'm usually looking at moving out, and I could afford to do that. We're still selling copies of Space Command. I don't know. I really don't know. Did the add-on sell? It is good with sparse marketing. It's 170. Okay. Hopefully the marketing can pick up a little bit. We didn't market it prior to release, which I realized I should have done, and I totally forgot to do that. So we'll not worry too much about it. Marketing might end up helping a little bit. That's going to be the goal anyway. We probably want to update it as well. Get Space Command up to here. So we'll use Photo Pro to get an update going. It's going to be just core team 2 working on that. And we'll also sort out the bugs, of which there's 470. So yeah, definitely worth getting some of those sorted out. Although chances are we're probably only going to sort out the bulk of the update itself, which again, I'm kind of okay with. So not really super concerned about that. It is August though, which means Reverb MIDI is Unfortunately, going to have to go into beta in its current state. It is not done by any means, but we need it in a beta phase so I can fix some of the bugs there. I'm also tempted. Ooh, $1,000 to hire cleaning. Yeah, we're just gonna call them in. Is what we're gonna do. I don't think we need dedicated cleaning right now. That definitely seems like a considerable waste of money. Either way, this update is nearly done. The update itself, that is nearly done. We have $600,000. We're still doing, 68,000 or 69,000 last month, which is very nice. So I think, assuming Reverb MIDI isn't a tremendous flop, I think we're probably at the point where we can look at moving out of this office, which would be great. The only problem is I know what we're moving into next. I know what the next map looks like, or at least the next one we should go to. And I think I would need a lot of space. I would need to rent a lot of rooms. I would need one for each member of staff, and then I would need one development space, essentially. Either way, it is October. Reverb MIDI does need to go out, so release it. I'm not looking forward to this at all. It's pretty meh. It's lacking, and it's knocked out of the park. Ghost Interactive completely failed them in this one, though. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. It is mediocre again. All right. Okay. 4 years after the release of it took us 4 years to do MIDI support. That's really bad. Oh, we should start working on another one right away. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's immediately start working on Reverb 2.0 so that we can hopefully not have it take quite as long. Framework wise, this one, it's the same one we used for the MIDI version of Reverb. That's fine. Let's also do, I guess, we'll do amp simulation. We're going to start losing expected interest, unfortunately. We could do a sound bank, delay and reverb. We could do a channel mixer, I guess. About 2 years for that one, though. Let's just do amp simulation for this one. That seems fair enough. We could do a synth in there, but it's going to be about 2 years. I don't really want it to take 2 years, so it's going to be close to 2 years. It's not going to be 2 years. This is going to be $91, a little bit more expensive than the previous versions, and that should be fine. That's totally okay. The 2D editor for this guy is, I thought that said something else. I thought that company's name was, I didn't think there was an I in there for a second. Okay. All right. Yep. We'll use Photo Pro from that company. Wow. Okay. Synergy Epoch 2. We'll just do the one little thing right there. We don't have enough programmers. We really, I think we really are going to need to expand the team, unfortunately, which means, hold on a minute. No, don't continue. Go to next. Let's get that, the best interest we can. And development team is going to be both core and core 2, which gives us a few more programmers, which is fine. Okay, publisher for this is going to be marketing and printing. These guys are 32.5, 2 years, 2 months, actually, is pretty good. I'll take that. Absolutely take that. So instead of a 4-year gap, it's going to be a 2-year gap between releases here, which means December of 87. Okay, I can work with that. Let's start developing Reverb 2.0. And somewhere along the way of that development process, we are 100% going to have to move into another studio, because this one is absolutely not big enough for what we're trying to do here. We don't have enough people, we don't have enough teams, and we don't have enough individual offices for my team leaders or my founders at the very least. But I would like to see about getting this Space Command update out the door first. So assign that to my core team as well. Let's assign the Space Command port to my core team so they can do that. Where did we just pull $1 million from? Where? Wow. Reverb MIDI just sold 21.8 thousand copies. That was unexpected. That was, so the past month, yeah, 433,000 we just got from Reverb MIDI. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. Let's port it to Synergy Epoch 3, which came out a year ago, actually. Let's port it to both of those. Really did not expect that at all. Wow. Okay. Let's get you ported to a couple of other systems as well. And yeah, moving to another office, suddenly considerably less scary, it turns out. Wait, Reverb. Hold on. No. Cancel that port job. Not really too worried about that one. You are going to go to those operating systems, though, which is going to take a little bit longer for Space Command, but I'm not super worried about that. Oh, boy. Right. Yes, that's interesting. Let me cancel support for Reverb. I don't really care too much about it. We need a dedicated support team now, is what we need. We need some people that can actually do support and do it well. So that is going to mean that I need another studio. So we need to move this company. We're not going to go to an empty plot. We can't afford to build our own building right now, but Apartment Inc. is going to be the right call, I think. It is a bit more expensive, but I would say we can afford that. So sure. And this is what I was talking about with these apartments. Basically, we have these large spaces to play with. We're going to need quite a few of them. We do have these dedicated office spaces up here, though. So what I'm going to do is lease this room. I'm going to lease this room, and I'm going to lease this room. That's going to be for my team leaders. And then going downstairs, we're going to put a team in here. We're going to put a team in... Actually, yeah, we are going to put a team in there. We need a support team. We might need a marketing team as well. I don't think we need that yet, though. And I need a break room. So we're going to be spending quite a bit of money on all of this, unfortunately, but that's just how it's going to be. We have $1.1 million, so I think we can afford to spend a little bit of money here. So what I'd like to do is just build out this space for the future. I'm not going to fill all these desks right now. I will give them the ergonomic chair as well, just because we have got a little bit of money to spend here, and I think that's probably fair enough. I think I'm also going to go in with some room dividers just to separate those desks, and also maybe just along the side as well, give them a little bit of privacy. That's probably a good idea right there. Now I could get some desks along this wall. I don't think we need to do that just yet, though. I think we're okay, kind of just, you know, playing it safe a little bit here. Does this building have any kind of... It has security, which is good. That's gonna make my life a little bit easier. I don't know if it has heating, though. I would assume it does, right? I would have to assume the building does in fact have some heating. We've also got some showers we can build at some point. That's interesting. Yeah, we're probably fine, right? We're probably all right. Industrial ventilation has to go on an exterior wall. I don't think I need to worry about that. Yeah, I can do ceiling fans. I can do small heaters, but the room is 21 degrees. That's fine. Its environment kind of sucks though. It's 140%. So let's have a look at offices and let's see if we can improve that a little bit. So we'll start with an old computer in the middle of each of those desks. And I would like to do maybe a little desk lamp right there and a little desk lamp right there. I'd also like to give them a nice little table plant, maybe right about there, which has brought the environment up to 185%, which is great. I'm going to give them a nice bookshelf, say there, which gives us 194%. And then down in this corner, we'll do some kind of cactus. That seems like a good idea as well. So right about there, that seems pretty solid. That's actually all they really need for this space, which is great. I am going to mirror it over to the other side though, so I don't want to go too crazy with this. Or, well, do I? Now that I think about it, I probably could just get a really nice sort of design in here. So I'll tell you what, let's do this, which I realize is not a nice design right now, but there is method to my madness. There absolutely is. We're going to do this. We're going to do a nice little curve there. And I want the curve to be that, I suppose. I want to select all types of floor furniture, and I'm going to go for just I don't know, I might just go for like a dark sort of carpet in here. That might be the play on this one. It's just kind of a dark carpet to sort of contrast the nice light floor that we have in here, which I think I can change the color of. So I'll go for like a white on the floor. I'm kind of okay with this. This is going to be the core team, so let's change the interior walls to be, I don't know, maybe a nice sort of mint-ish green or something like that is what we could go for. Something kind of along those lines seems okay. I think I can work with that. I want to select these chairs, and the seats are going to be mint green as well. The frames are going to be kind of a white. Actually, the frames can be dark is what we'll go for there in the frames. That seems okay. We'll select the room dividers, and same story. So the frames and the dividers, I think, can be that mint green. The secondary can be that darker color, just because I think mint green room dividers will be a little bit much. And then the desks can, I want to say, also be kind of a dark color. I don't know if I like this. So I don't know if I'm necessarily fully on board with this just yet, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it kind of works. Maybe the thing over here, this bookshelf, could have some mint green shelves in it. I think it looks all right. It's it's a choice that I've made here. Whether it's a good one is to be determined. I haven't really decided that myself yet, but I think it looks all right. I think this room looks okay. It is going to need some decent lighting though, so let's do, I guess, some kind of ceiling light in here. I would like it to be sort of the middle of that little square right there, which is sort of what I'm thinking. So, I can make the grid smaller. I think that's what I'm going to do, is make the grid a little bit smaller, and then it's just going to live there, and it's going to live, I guess, there for the ceiling lights. That seems totally fine. I kind of like that. Let me now just sort of, actually, you know what? We need a few more decorations in here just before we move to the other side, because the other side is going to be the support office. That's my thinking. The other side is the support team office, so probably worth having these all be symmetrical, but I do also want just a nice amount of decoration. I want my employees to enjoy being here. All right, so with this room done, this is going to be for my support team, and something we can do is go in here and just make them a little bit more efficient. So support is essentially a service job. So if I give them some phones next to their computers, it should give them just a very slight little boost to how effective they're actually going to be. And we're going to do some custom phones in here as well, just because I can, basically. So we'll go for kind of a white on the phones. The secondary is a little bit around the screen. It can be kind of a, you know what? It'll be the same purple that everything else is. And the buttons are going to be purple as well. It's a little bit gaudy, but it's fine. It's totally fine. This room up here though is going to be a canteen / break room. So what I'd like to do is get it set up so that my employees are going to be kind of happy in here. There is a food dispenser, huh? Takes food from a conveyor belt and distributes, kitchen? Food packer takes food from cooks and distributes it to canteens using conveyor. You can set up, oh my God. You can have a central kitchen softwaring now. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I've also just realized I should probably get a server somewhere for some source control. Wow, I'm slightly taken back by the food dispenser. That's a really cool detail. I didn't know that was a thing. The serving table we're not going to need. The table we are going to need, and the corner table we are also going to need. Because what I'd like to do is get an espresso machine and put it right about there. And I want a mini fridge so they can bring their own lunch to work as well. So they have some options in here for what they can do. I think I'm also going to get a water cooler, although that doesn't seem to be a thing. That's more of a common room thing. But I kind of want it there. Like I want it right in sort of that space there. So you can stand around the water cooler, you can look outside, you can chill, you can have a good time, and that's kind of what we're looking for. In terms of them eating, they have some benches out there, so I don't really need to worry too much about that. I think I want to get them some couches. I think some couches would be a pretty good shout in here. So we'll do, I don't know, this, we'll do one there. So kind of surround this little space with some couches. We can maybe put Can I get the Christmas tree in the corner? I can absolutely get the Christmas tree in the corner. It's a little bit bright, but it's going to live in that corner because it looks amazing. Nice little round carpet in this space as well. Make this place feel a little bit more comfortable. Maybe a nice little plant sort of down in that corner is a bit of an idea as well. And for lighting, I'm kind of thinking it's just going to be the same as what we've done already. So we'll do, I don't know what the spacing's necessarily going to be on these, but we'll go for there and we'll go for there. And that should make the place nice and bright, which is what we're looking for. We do, of course, want to get some art in here. So we'll do this in the middle. We will do the computer on the left. And of course, we will do the man himself, the cat, over on the right side. I'm also realizing I should probably get the Nerdersoft logo in here somewhere, but maybe we hold off on doing that until we have our own building. That actually seems like a pretty good idea. So what I'd like to do is say that this room is going to be, I think I can limit the usage to, yeah, canteen or lounge. I don't know what the difference is, to be quite honest with you. We'll do lounge because I think that's more of what it is. This room is going to be switched to core and core 2. Core 2 is not going to exist for much longer though, because we don't really need it. This will exist for the support team, which doesn't exist right now. And then these rooms up here, we need to set these up for some team leaders. So let's very quickly just decorate one of these for a team leader, and then we'll copy and paste that design to a bunch of the other rooms as well. Now, would they prefer to look out the balcony or would they prefer to look at their door? I'm going to say they're going to look at the door, and we'll get them the ergonomic chair. We'll get them a nice little rug underneath their chair as well. Get them their computer, and there we go. We've got ourselves some founders offices up here, which I think look pretty good. I also decided to do sort of like a minimal version of the Nerdersoft logo on the wall, just because I thought it kind of matched the vibe of the rooms instead of having the vibrant colors there. Although in saying that, we do of course have some pictures in the wall, and the ones, you know, the most important one, we have to remember at the end of the day, you know, what we're, oh, that was the wrong button. We have to remember what we're doing it all for is what the cat's there for. So what we're going to do is we are going to assign this desk to Bella. We're going to assign, or this chair, this one to Bob, and well, I guess I get the one down here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but sure, I'll take that one, which is fine. And we now need to go in and go to manage teams, and we're going to need to create a new team, which is going to be the support team. So we'll add that team right there, and they are going to work out of this room. So switch that to support, which is totally fine. Let me go ahead and move my employees all over into a single team now. So you three are going to move over to the core team, which means core team 2 can be disbanded. And it should mean that the core team is going to work down here, and then everybody else is going to work up here, which is great. Let me also have a look and see if I go to employees, my role right now, I'm not actually the team leader, which I should be. So let me, what is a mentor? Oh, teach other employees when possible instead of working on assigned tasks. That's really cool, and I absolutely want to do that. That seems like a really, really good thing to do. So that's going to keep us in a good spot. That also means I can bring in one more employee for the core team, which I absolutely think we should do. So let's have a little bit of a look and see if we can figure that out. I don't really know who we need for the core team. Let's have a look and see what they're struggling with. 3D and network. That's kind of the big thing for them right now. Which would I prefer to go into? I want to say 3D probably. So hire an employee. We're looking for a programmer or designer, I guess. Specialized secondary programmer. Salary low. You're going to be going for core team. Specialization, I kind of need 3D to be a priority. Is kind of what I'm looking for. I don't really want to ignore anything though, to be totally honest. But yeah, 3D is a priority, and I guess that's probably fair enough. 3D and networking is what we're going to look for there. Compatibility, we've got Christine McDaniel. Pretty good with 3D, pretty good with networking. Not on the programming side, but the design side is pretty good. So sure, we'll bring Christine McDaniel in here to the core team as a new employee. So that's 3 employees down here, and then the 3 founders up in their offices. It's a pretty good, that's a pretty good setup. In terms of the other team, of the support team, we are going to be looking for support specialization. Secondary is going to be programming, and they're going to be looking for the support team, which doesn't have anybody on it, so that's fine. Let's see what we got here. So Jason Sutton, you are decent enough at supports. Can I look for skill though? So Dirk Curtis, interesting. You are able to handle 2 support tickets, and I think you are going to be going into the support team right there. If we look for compatibility, is there anyone in here? If I sort by skill again, you can do accounting. That's great, but not really what I'm looking for. You can do marketing, but also not really what I'm looking for. Compatibility, I think, is going to be important, so we'll just go for... I would really like someone that can do both, like 2 tiers of support, but I guess Brock Myers, I guess, will hire you to do some support. And then I'm tempted to say that we actually look for a team leader so that I can automate that. So primarily a team leader. Secondary is service. Compatibility with support team is important. And specialization, I need you to handle HR. If I can get someone that can handle hiring, that would be ideal. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be an option unless I get someone that is paid considerably better. So Rory Perry, you are not particularly compatible with the team, and I don't know that I'm going to get anybody that is going to be more compatible with the team, unfortunately. You can socialize with them though. So Melanie Houston, even if your compatibility is bad, I'm going to hire you because you're a fast learner, which means I might be able to train you to handle hiring later on. And I think if I can get you to socialize, then that's going to boost compatibility. Yeah, I think this might pay off. So Melanie is going to be hired to that team. If we go to support, we go to employees, we go to Melanie, and we go to set you as a team leader and a mentor. We'll see how that plays out. If we look at the support team now and go to HR management, budget of $1 million, whatever. Handle wages, that's fine. Role selection, whatever. Education, I want them educated as much as possible, and I want 2 of them. Well, actually, you know what? 1 of them at a time can go on education, that's fine. And you can't do hiring, which is all right. The core team, we're going to do HR management. We will do wages and complaints get handled. Education, we'll do 1 of them at a time up to education level 3. And I want to say, man, it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one for the core team to know what to bring in. I think we'll just do 1 of each for now. Now the specializations, you know what? Let's not do hiring. Let's not do any of that for the core team right now. We don't need to automate the hiring of any team. We don't have enough people to worry about needing to do that, so we should be all right. What I would like to do is move my support team to deal with support on both of the support tasks, and we'll see how that goes. I don't think we're going to have anybody coming in today, which is totally fine. They can come in tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I've just spent a lot of money. I still made money despite spending only 51,000 on construction. That's actually kind of surprising. I was expecting to spend a lot more. To be totally honest, I was really expecting to spend a lot more, but we should, and we do, have a bunch of employees coming in, which is beautiful news. That is exactly what we're looking for. Not sure where my core team is right now, though. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what's going on there. Where is my core team? Guys, who are you? You're on the support team. You're on the support team. So that's where's the so they are not, they're not on vacation. I don't know where the core team is is that the core team? Who are you? There we go. They just took the time getting, oh, it's me. Oh, I'm talking to one of my employees. Look at me go. Oh my God. All right. That's great. I'm mentoring someone. Oh, that makes so much sense. That's very cool. That is very, very cool. I like that a lot. My support team do not seem to be able to keep up with support for anything right now. That's kind of concerning. I have a lot of taxes to file as well. Let's put the core team on support as well, just to see if we can kind of knock that one out. and start bringing those tickets down a little bit. Definitely looks like we're managing to bring these ones down, which is great news. Reverb 2.0 is kind of going to suffer as a result of us needing to do all of this support work, though. So we might actually need to bring in more support team members, which is really unfortunate that we need to do that, but I just don't think we have a choice. I'm also thinking it might be worth now hiring some cleaning just to make sure that the place is nice and, well, clean. I don't think we need IT support, so we'll just call them and we'll call some maintenance to make sure everything's okay. I am definitely a little concerned by the fact that support is struggling so much. That's got me really worried. I don't love the fact that we actually need to expand that support team already, but I think it's just the reality of it. I think that's just where we are as a company. We're still making good money, which is great, but I cannot believe we're going to have to expand that support team. So what we'll do is I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm just going to do, I'm hoping my employees can get past that little gap right there. I don't love that layout, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Not a huge fan of that particular layout. I do wonder if I could, move these closer together. Can I just do that? Can I just put them back to back and hope for the best with that particular setup? Because if I can do that, I can move this desk into here. I can kind of move this one to there, which it shrinks a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that either. It's definitely got this room a little bit more cramped than it was. I think we'll keep it as it was. And I don't know, maybe we just rent upstairs for an expanded support team. I mean, we're making money, so you know what? Let's just lease that room. Let me just select all the furniture in here. Let me duplicate it, bring it upstairs, and we'll just put it right there. That'll be fine. We'll select both these rooms and repaint them. So the floor is going to be, or the interior is going to be that color. The floor is going to be that color. And this upstairs room is going to be assigned to the support team, which is fine. So I need to hire more people, basically, is what I need to do. So service, support, secondary, programming. Salary medium, I think for this one. The selected team's compatibility is too low to filter by. Oh boy, that's rough. Okay. we'll do salary medium just so they're a bit better, and that'll be fine. So compatibility, so you can do 2 tickets, which is great. You can also do 2 tickets. So you know what? You two are going to be hired and hired. Bad compatibility is worrying, but I think I'm going to just have to tolerate it for a little while. We'll bring in the new employees, and my hope is that in doing this, we are going to be able to handle the support tickets without needing to put my developers on those tasks. Because if my developers are handling support tickets, then they're not developing, and we have a year and a half to get Reverb 2.0 out the door. I also got fined for not filing my taxes, which, yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. Let me take the core team off of the support tasks. That was the support team. Do that. Can the support guys handle it? It looks like they absolutely can, which is fantastic news. So, what does that leave me to do? We have to port Space Command. I need to start picking my priorities. I think development needs to be a top priority. I think marketing the solar expansion, we can probably end. We need to update Space Command and then port Space Command. So that'll be like a 6, and then port Reverb MIDI. Reverb MIDI made me a lot of money, but I think it has fallen off at this point, right? It's not making as much as it was. It did shoot up there, but yeah, it's fallen off pretty hard. So we need to really be on top of these things. So getting Reverb 2.0 out the door is going to be important. I think porting Reverb MIDI might actually need to be a little bit of a higher priority than Space Command. Although Space Command did how much money last month? 124,000. Yeah. So we're going to gamble a little bit here, but I think that's just sort of how the priorities are going to have to go. And hopefully that's going to work. Hopefully that's going to be good enough. And it does look like the support team is now capable of dealing with the amount of tickets coming in. That's fantastic news. That's kind of what we're looking for. This Space Command update, honestly, 600 bugs fixed, leaves 200 to go. let's just send that update out so that people are kind of happy with it. Reverb MIDI is probably going to need updated as well. Yeah, definitely quite a bit of updating to go there. So get that going. 2D editor for this is going to be Photo Pro. And sure, let's start working in that update just to keep people nice and happy with Reverb MIDI. We'll move that up, move it to priority 8 so that it gets done kind of quickly. I'm less concerned about the bugs. I'm more concerned about the update itself. I want those tech levels to be brought up a little bit so that, you know, more people are kind of inclined to stick with it, because I think that's maybe why they're dropping it instead of sticking with it long term. But for the most part, I think we're in. Ooh, I've been nominated for an award. Okay, what a best designer. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's not bad. That's hopefully the first of many. It will slow the social needs and stress in a room. I love that. I am very, very pleased that I've managed to get an award. It's worth 50,000. So if things get bad, if things get kind of rough, then, you know, we can sell it, which is great. And also the effects decay every year since it gets done. I'm going to put it on this desk here. Even though, actually, you know what? No, it's, even though it has some buffs and stuff like that, I think it should go on my desk because it's my award. It's just that simple. It's going on my desk because it's my award. It's going to keep my character happy. That's all I care about. That's all I'm interested in. So they can all deal with being a little bit stressed down here. As long as my guy's happy, that's all that's really important. I will say I'm getting concerned about the fact that Reverb 2.0 is struggling a little bit in the design phase. I do have to imagine that's because the core team is working on 4 other tasks though. So I do think, given that we're now above $2 million, it actually might not be a bad idea to, I don't think we're going to do it right now. It'll be a next episode kind of thing, but I do think we're getting to the point where it might not be a bad idea to split probably Bella off into her own game development team, and then we'll have the game designers, the game developers work on the updates and ports for Space Command and for eventual sequels and things like that. And we can also, since Bella is actually really good at doing things, we can pretty much immediately go in and set up some project management so that the games just get churned out automatically, which I want to say that's probably a pretty good idea to get that done as kind of quickly as possible. So we have something going out regularly that I don't have to be on top of, so that we can stay on top of just making money, right? That's kind of where we want to be. I don't know what mentoring necessarily does. I'm going to be honest with you. I've really got no idea what mentoring does. I just love that it's a thing. So yeah, I kind of like that it's a thing, you know, it's pretty cool that you can have your team leaders sort of come down and talk to their employees. I do like that, even though it does, from the little bit of attention that I've been paying, it does seem to stress out the employee a little bit, which I don't know. I mean, we seem to be friends, which is great. You feel stuck here. Interesting. Give them some benefits and it might tip the scale in my favor. You feel stressed. Your effectiveness is dropping. The mentoring is actually not helping you at all. Interesting. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll not worry too much about that. This Reverb MIDI update is very nearly done. Still a lot of bugs to go in it, but honestly, whatever. We'll make it a 10 priority right there just to try and get the update itself done. Like I've said, I'm less concerned about the bugs, more concerned about the tech behind the software. So the second that's done, which it is, we're going to push that update out and hopefully make some money. 2.6 million. So we're still doing all right. Space Command is still selling like crazy, which is beautiful news. I suppose the ports are probably helping as well, right? It's ticking along. It's slowly getting on other operating systems. We have another operating system here, which is just released this month. So we'll go ahead and port to that. Reverb MIDI, same story, put it on the new operating system. And Reverb is actually ready to go into development. I'm thinking a year of alpha and beta is probably enough. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. We'll move it into development and hope for the best on our Reverb 2.0. I don't know if I said Reverb MIDI or not, but that's what we're looking for. Taxes. Interesting. We really probably do want to get an accounting team very, very quickly so that we stop running into tax trouble. But that's, again, something we can worry about in the next episode. I think we're doing all right. I think Bella is going to have to go off and run a game development team or game design, game development team. That's either or. We do need to call maintenance and IT support because I'm noticing some lights upstairs are starting to flicker. But I think we're in a good place. I do. I think we're in a really good place. We have made a chunk of money, which is great. It was a little bit unexpected, but we've now managed to get ourselves some employees, which is nice. It's nice having employees now. We've got 12 of them, which is amazing news. I'm very, very happy about having a bunch of employees. I do think I'm gonna just stop my character from being a mentor, though. I think we're probably done with that because it does seem to really stress out my employees. So my guy can head upstairs to his office, or I don't know where they've gone. What were they doing up here? Oh, it was probably a meeting. Is that what it is? What are you doing? What are you looking for a computer? Okay. I think they might have been coming upstairs for a meeting. I didn't know they could have that on the roof, but okay. That's fair enough. Anyway, yeah, I think that's going to do us for today. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.